take that. What I was been doing.
Man, these old rappers getting boring. They be taking shots, I ignore them. Send them to the hood while I'm touring. Making plays out of town like I'm Jordan. Need to go get your walk on my way, I'm a sport. Lamborghini, I don't want no Porsche. I'm on fire, don't touch me, I'm tortured. Had the fish on my teeth, I'm a portion. Put the time on my back, I'm a horseman. One more year, I'm gonna make it affordless. They load me in the bay like they 40. I be seen inside of the Moreland. Ain't no screens, it says keeping it cordless. She keep calling, but I keep ignoring it. Ain't no stopping, I'm keeping it for it. Man, they can't stop me, I'm going it. Man, they can't stop me, I'm going it. Every time I gone, I get another. Tryna leave me long, another. I'm like, baby, I know I'm wrong, but this just how life goes. And I know these be happy if I let you go. Got me walking on a thin line on my tippy toes. Crazy different city with some different. Here we go. Every time I gone, I get another. Tryna leave me long, another. I'm like, baby, I know I'm wrong, but this just how life goes. And I know these be happy if I let you go. Got me walking on.
Damn, Bradbury.
When that wet on the toes, picture me riding around in that rose. I put some ice on my wrist, it was swole. Then I got time with you. All of these, my body, I got pissed, somebody keep checking my pose. Walking the club with no warning, take care of the money, they swing on the water on me like the sunny. I shine when it's sunny, just platinum and rose. Gonna out the street when I go to DC, I'ma see the mo. Every time I gone, I get another.
Y'all like on touchdown, baby. Who is in the bathroom?
I'm like, baby, I know I'm
okay.
wrong, but this just how life goes.
Hey, I see you moving and stuff around, man.
Got me walking on a thin line on my tippy toes.
I'm telling you, y'all in the
Crazy different city with some different.
Hey, Rose.
Every time I gone, I get another. Tryna leave me long, another. I'm like, baby, I know I'm wrong, but got me walking on a thin line on my tippy toes. Crazy different city with some different. Here we go. Crazy different city with some different. I can switch my the same way that I just.
My nigga can't even find the game, man.
Hey, Tim.
I'm like, baby, I know I'm wrong, but this just how life goes. And I know these be happy if I let you go. Got me walking on the thin line on my tippy toes. Crazy different city with some different. Here we go. Every time I gone, I get. I never killed anybody, but I got something to do with it. I got the streets on my back, carry it like I'm moving the. I told him the hunter, like he trying to move it up. Feel like I'm in the mountain, skip school, that's some drugs about it. I made me some rats in the morning, I had me a big bottom.
Let's go! Get my motherfucking rock back.
Drop the ball, man.
My neck and my belly, they calling for me and they. You want me like you, that look. Yeah, I wreck so much. Yeah, big racks better calm down. Yeah, if you go around, come around. Yeah, whole squad. Yeah, squad goes on me. Yeah, make some orange shell in my Jumping in the bed with 2 dark teeth, who's you? My shawty pulling up with a real bad, you too. Dripping my swag, about tag on, I got it in the bag, man, I'm getting all type of cash, I'm a general true. I never anybody, but I got something to do with it. I got the streets on my back, carry it like I'm moving the. I told him the hunter, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning, skipping school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some rest in the morning, I had me up by the morning, I had me some breaks by the morning, I had a six by the morning, I got on a meat on the morning, rats keep me up on the ocean, I had a in my shoulder, you got a picture.
You got a picture me, send me calling, ready for war like Korea, headline shows out in Poland, you should be cleaning my mansion, my peasants disgusting, why don't you act like a Hoffman, and go get to dusting, yeah, they take so much, go clean my crown, they don't make a sound, body goes on these. When are you pretty like no?
I never did anybody, but I got something to do with it.
Hey, E.
I got the streets on my back, carry it like I'm moving them. I told him the hunter, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the
I see you
morning,
love that
skipping
place.
school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some rest in.
Around, baby.
On the
Ah,
ocean,
dang.
I had a in my shoulder, you got a picture. Jumping in the bed with 2 dark teeth, who's you? My shawty pulling up with a real bad, you too. Dripping my swag, about tag on, I got it in the bag, man, I'm getting all type of cash, I'm a general true.
Looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, woo, money back, and my with me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids. And they all so don't be talking sideways. Salty, they sodium, they jelly, petroleum. Always talking in the background, don't never come to the podium. Chef Cardi B, I'm up, I see you at the again. While you was sleeping on me, I make 40 bands by 4 p.m. They be taking everything you want, I'm like you go, you make remind back on Monday, Friday. This is sweet Saturday, that's just what I say. I say, babe, it's a, he say it's a, them pretty, you look like Beyonce, looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, yeah, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, he can tell from the front, I got it behind me, and I put my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway, looking like money back, 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 with me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids, and they all get so don't be talking sideways, sideways, sideways.
Pulling up in that new toy, the wrist on that boy, rock star like Pink Floyd, waving at rude boy, I'm waving at you boy, ran off on the two like True Goy, imagine me do boy, you could never do what I do boy, still ducking that I did boy, in Paris for a hit boy, these ain't the same type of hits boy, can get boy, you don't take these type of risks boy, cause this boy been throwing that like rich boy, you miss boy, your numbers don't add up on the, that was 10 years ago, if you know, you know, yeah, if you know, you know, if you know, you know, this thing of ours, oh this thing of ours, her fraternity of ringing off. I just happen to be alumni. Too legit, they still looking at me with one eye. The company I keep is not corporate enough. Child, you ain't orphan enough. A rapper turn can't morph into us, but a turn rapper can morph into Puff. Dance contest for the, I predict Al Roker. If you know, you know. I only ever looked up to, you all get it, bird. This Oprah. Layers in ball shorts, coaching from the side of the ball court. If you know, you know. One stop like a Walmart. We got the for the wrong sport. You know, you know. If you know about the sport, though it's supposed to be awkward. If you know, you know. That's the reason we for circle round twice for the encore.
Tony Jones, Ghostface.
You ever been hit with the water? Then had to wait, do you walk away if you know?
Tony Jones, Ghostface.
When we all clicking like Golden State, and you and your team are the motorcade. If you know, you know. Been granting wishes like a genie to bad in two-piece bikinis. I've been hiding where you can see me. The skybox is right next to Riri's. Solely responsible for showing rappers how to stand on the front lines when started throwing bands. Where were you when Big brought the Tigers in? Cause I was busy earning stripes like a tiger skin. Layers in ball shorts.
Who? Brady 318. I don't see no Tom Brady 318.
I'm like that 318.
I'm like that? Oh, this nigga, I'm like that. Cut it out.
Though it's supposed to be awkward. If you know, you know. That's the reason we for circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Yeah, I got it.
I could fall asleep and still beat niggas in this motherfucker. That's my photo.
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to North Carolina and Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Houston Texans.
Every time that boy come in this room, he gets mad.
Set to go now on a wet and rainy night. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline.
You know you ready, bro.
Throw that back down. No, just throw that back up, boy. So they're coming in 20 minutes.
Hey, I'm like that. I'm on. I'm on.
Still daylight where you at, Snoop?
Nah, it's 8:39. Sun about went down now.
You must be in Cali.
No, I'm in Vegas.
Oh, shit.
Beautiful scenery, you know. Beautiful scenery.
Let me make some subs real quick.
Vegas, baby.
Stayed up.
What's that?
Oh, get the ball!
What you tell him like that?
Go, baby. I knew I was going to hit that weak ass bitch. I knew that hoe was going to fumble. That weak ass nigga, man.
The sky.
Fuck Cam Newton.
Yeah, alright. I was just playing with him.
Man, who said fuck Cam Newton? Cam Newton's good. We gotta get him some more accuracy. Motherfucker went on there and over though. I'm gonna even want to chop his big leg
When he on, he on. When you ready, bro?
Don't shut you ain't gonna keep going in and out. Open that door for a Malachi.
That shit be funny. Leave them kids alone, Snoop.
You ready, bro?
Hey, I appreciate that, Ghostface.
Oh my.
You taking that nigga to me. Thank you, Paul, boy.
Hey, Joe, I see what you can't stop. I see. Oh, okay. Hey. Somebody can't stop the run.
Hey, come on.
I'm ready, bro.
Yeah, the other bad defense in the world,
Uh-huh.
but you can't stop the
Drunk.
run. Oh my God! Oh, I'm gonna get through it.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Oh, they tried to hold me right there, boy.
Man, you better. Man, don't do this. Don't do that, man.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
From the 50, Newton. He's going to launch this thing way out. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, 50 yards. And the Panthers are going to take a first quarter lead. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good. Captain Zero out now as he'll kick this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Thank you, man, for looking out for his screen. You heard me? That's one of them right now. Let's go! One of them shit right there, you heard me?
Nah, that one is just a hype me up. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Good job about me.
Get out there for that.
Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10. The Panthers are going to take another timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Okay.
Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at the 40. A shotgun snap for Watson. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And no, incomplete. Boy, they took a shot there on the first play, trying to start it out with a bang, but it's 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Watson. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On first down, it's Watson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. picked by Kevon Seymour.
Look at that shit, though.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. 20. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overramped. Others say, I've got 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try to generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, Watson. That complete to Lamar Miller. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. Just they move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Okay, but at 9 o'clock, y'all coming in. That's all I'm saying. Y'all coming in at 9 o'clock.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. A first down carry now for Miller. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
An agile move, but not a huge gain. Dropped at the 25. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter.
What's up? Who?
Who ain't no game? The same way. In the game of the field goal.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
What you gonna say now? What you gonna say? I don't get no respect.
Got this every game, bro. Mr. EA Sports Screen.
My God, bro. Come on, man. You fucking alone, man. Whatever, man. You can't get nothing. Wide open fucking man. You can put one hand up. Yeah, okay.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there?
Yeah, it didn't go for an intercept. My man dropped an intercept. Who beat the line for catch intercept? Like, that made a lot of sense.
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to
that
try
made a
to
whole
find
lot of
something.
sense.
There's nothing available there for
You talking like he's good.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
Fucking games, you let him look at this shit, and they be like, oh. We just doing stuff straight to the top. We got 3 defensive linemen. Nobody ain't gonna block.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And he's going to get this one back to the 20. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Here's Newton now on 2nd down.
Man, I'm not sure. My man get beat by 3 yards.
6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Come on.
Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
What's the score, go?
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor. But thank you, Dr.
Put one hand up to touch the ball.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flushed out right. He's got Fuller. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he will bring this one.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Texans now. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, you know, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, and if finally we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something
Heads up
to make it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Mario Adelson. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. On second down, here's Watson. Throw left side complete.
My man can't catch the ball.
This
His man can do that.
across the 45. Give him 30 yards there. Well, even
My
after
man
all
can't
those
catch the ball. Your man
interceptions,
can do
he's not
that.
deterred,
Like,
still
wow.
confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go
My man, why you said nigga ain't took the ball up, nigga ain't dropped the ball or
you still
nothing.
carry that supreme arrogance with you and
My
continue to
nigga's
fire
reaching
the
on one
ball.
hand.
I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Watson on first down. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack.
Look at this.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. 2 minutes to go here in the first half.
Everything
Back
pretty
with
good.
more
Drop pass
from
from my
Charlotte after this.
This dude catch every pass. Like,
To throw on second is Watson. Steps away to his left. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the gun, Watson. Completion left side to Miller. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pick up there, 26 yards.
Yeah.
It's a nice job hitting him.
Yeah.
Got that.
man, come on, man. Like, what else can I do? Niggas don't catch the ball. Niggas looking at the end zone and just run straight out of bounds. My best man. Like, how you have a 95 overall and you don't catch that ball? Like, that don't make sense. That don't make sense. 97 overall. That's what I get.
It's in the game.
95 overall.
You ready, Ro?
Cannot catch the ball. Just catch the ball. All we gotta do. Whole different game.
Oh man. Oh.
Alright, Dave, come on.
I'm ready.
Good game, big dog.
Angry, boy.
Okay.
The angle route there, come out the backfield, cutting sharply across the middle. And that's good timing between the quarterback and his receiver.
Effective third down play to move the chains.
If you don't mind, let's start this one over. That's just terrible.
Ready?
This offense
Terrible,
finding its
terrible.
legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
You need to make that team pretty solid. The whole fucking game. Not some of them, the whole game.
On first down. Watson. Brings it in over the middle. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. The Texans on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Down. Black 22. Black 22.
Again, it's Watson. Forced out to his left. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Bill O'Brien, an offensive mind, and he's going to trust his offense here. They're going for it on 4.
Set. Black 22. Black 22. Two jet. Let it go. Tiger.
To the air yet again, Watson. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Panthers will get the football back. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in. But I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it.
And got his man complete. A big play there just before halftime. 51 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back. When it's holding the balls in the air like that.
They pick up 12 on the play there and remove the chains. On 1st and 10, Newton. Dancing to his left. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And Gano's kick is right through. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. So they get the 3, increase their lead to close out the half.
Excellent way to end the drive. Going to the locker room with a little bit of extra momentum after adding 3 to their total.
Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. The final shot before the break, Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. That's it for... All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Forecast calling for more of the same.
Still ain't came back yet.
Yeah, is he still on here?
Yeah.
Back on the field here. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, Are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Oh my gosh, he caught a pass.
If they felt they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly.
Be a different game, please.
Get it back to right around the 27.
Maybe a different game.
Possession in the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your quarter instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
And that'll be caught. Touchdown Panthers. Olsen. Greg Olsen. 27 yards. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
Oh, look at catch interceptions too.
Here's Watson now.
Might be a different game, please, y'all. I'm trying to sneak this.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Now it's Watson being chased out left. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Griffin. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Now Watson. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there at 22.
Why he threw the ball so
short? 2 big
short?
plays in succession. Not sure the team knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
That quarterback just threw that ball with that linebacker to get that ball.
They'll try to punch it in.
What is this game doing? That's touchdown. He go to the ball in front of the man. That nigga threw the ball 5 yards short just now.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
That's crazy. We ain't got Drew Brees sad all of a sudden.
Off this lead. Fairbairn now to kick this one away.
Look, his legs are just a pressure.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. To throw on second
30 fucking seconds in the pocket, dog. Nobody got no pressure.
Near the 40 to the 39. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. On first down, this is McCaffrey. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
On second down, here's Newton. Looking for the out route, and he's got more. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know, the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down.
J.J. Watt makes it.
Take it easy on the 3 dog. Show you this user shit. I don't know what I ain't there. I'm gonna go get it. I know where you wanna go.
Oh, all I'm doing is looking at what you're doing.
That's what you think.
I'm gonna show you how to eat.
Everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him?
And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. J.J. Watt. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. 3rd and long. It's Newton. Buying time to his left. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he takes this one down
to run back to the defense. Like, what is this
really nice
doing?
Gain of 25 yards.
The fuck you think my man the whole field over here?
Now Newton on first down. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Back to the air, Newton on 2nd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Give him 30 yards there.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown.
Good catch. Saw that poor drug his foot in.
Get in from 2 yards out. And the Panthers just continue to pour it on. Extra point try, good by Gano. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Cat and 0 out now as he'll kick this one away. This fielded at the 2.
Come on, Mac.
And they will be backed up deep as they'll have to start the drive from the 6-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And now he'll tuck it and run. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
But escapes the sack. Steps away to his left.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. From his end zone, Watson on 3rd and long. Then he's got the completion to Hopkins. A big 30-yard play on 3rd.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves him from a 3 and out. Escaping the pressure right.
Yeah, right. Throw the ball low. He's interception. Throw the ball high, he can't catch it.
24-yard line. The Clemson connection. Watson to Hopkins for a
throw
big
the ball
one.
low, interception. Throw the ball high,
44 yards. first down throw. Watson flush to his right. He's got the hook up to Miller. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
The Texans on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Watson looks to throw again. And that is incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And they will not be able to hook up there.
Running back. Running back.
Yeah, you can.
Alright.
Let me roll out. I was on the phone. Let me say, I was doing something anyway. Yeah.
Ain't good, bro.